Good morning, students. In Volume 2, Introduction to C++. Today, let me see the topic for Chapter 10, Flow of Control. What we learn in this chapter: understand the different kinds of statements, construct different flow of control statements in C++. Introduction. In the previous chapter, we learned the basic concepts of C++ programming such as variables, constants, operators, data types, expression types, conversions, etc. Generally, a program executes its statements sequentially from beginning to end. However, such a strict sequential ordering is restrictive and less useful. There are a lot of situations where it is useful to decide the code block executed on the basis of a certain conditions. In such situations, the flow of control jumps from one part of the code to another segment of code. Program statements that case such jumps are called as control flow. This chapter deals with the basics of control structures such as selection, iteration, and jump statements. Okay, the first one, statements. A computer program is a set of statements or instructions to perform a specific task. These statements are intended to perform specific actions. The operations like arithmetic operations, mathematical operations, like whatever. The action may be variables declaration, expression evaluations, assignment operations, decision making, looping, and so on. The first, flow of control. There are two kinds of statements used in C++. The first one, null statement. The second one is compound statement. Null statement, no operation to do. The null or empty statement is a statement containing only a semicolon. It takes the flowing form like இப்படிதான் இருக்கும் அது. Null statements are commonly used as a placeholder in iteration statements or as statements on which to place labels at the end of the compound statement or functions. What is meant by compound statement? Compound statement or block of statement. Every C++ program allows a group of statements enclosed by pairs of braces. This group of statement is called as compound statement or block of statements. Looking like that. The general format of compound statement is opening and closing braces. For example, opening braces, closing braces. Within the body of the program, we have to take two variables like int x, y. The value assigned as x is 10, x plus 10. Like in programming language, the user to operate or operation to do whatever for within these braces. So it's called block of statements. Block of statements. The compound statement or block is treated as a single unit and may appear anywhere in the program. Maybe appear anywhere in the program. Like ஏதாவது ஒரு ப்ரோக்ராம் நீங்கள் எடுத்துங்களேன். இங்கே பாருங்கள், எக்ஸாம்பிள் ப்ரோக்ராம் பாருங்களா, 10.1 கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா C++ program to check whether a person is eligible to vote using if statement. Like every program the user return within this brace. Okay, so it's called a block of statement or compound statement. Okay, the next one, control statements. Control statements. Control statements. Control statements are statements that alter the sequence of flow instructions. Flow of instructions. In a program, statements may be executed sequentially, selectively, or iteratively. Okay. One by one execution ஆகும், லைன் பை லைனாக எக்ஸிக்யூஷன் ஆகும், கண்டிஷன் ட்ரூவாக இருக்கிற வரைக்கும் எக்ஸிக்யூஷன் ஆகும், அப்படி பர்டிகுலராகவும் நம்ம எக்ஸிக்யூஷன் பண்ணிக்கலாம். In every programming languages provides statement to support sequence selection like branching and iteration. If the statements are executed sequentially, the flow is called as sequential flow. In some situations, if the statements alter the flow of execution like branching, iterations, jumping, and function calls, this flow is called as control flow. This flow is called control flow. The first one, sequence statement. The sequential statement or the statements that are executed one after another only once from top to bottom. One after another only once from top to bottom. Like statement 1. Statement 1 will be executed, then statement 2 will be executed. Otherwise, finally, statement 3 will be executed. One after another only once from top to bottom. These statements do not alter the flow of execution. These statements are called as sequential flow statements. They always end with the semicolon. Okay. Selection statements looking like that. The condition, whether it is true or false, the condition will be true, the true statement will be executed, otherwise false statement will be executed. So it executed one after another only once from top to bottom. Okay. Then the selection statement means statement is executed depend upon a conditions. If a condition is true, a true block statement is executed, otherwise false block is executed. This statement is also called decision statement or selection statement because it helps in making decision about which set of statements are to be executed. The next one, iteration statement. Condition similar like that. Condition true, whether it is satisfied, the condition will be executed one by one or the user satisfied. Condition true means the statement 1 and 2 will be executed, body of the loop will be executed, otherwise condition will be exit the condition. Iteration statement is a set of statements that are repeatedly executed based upon a conditions. If a condition evaluates true, the set of statement or true block is executed again and again. As soon as the condition becomes false, the repetition stops. This is also known as looping statements or iteration statements. The set of statements that are executed again and again is called body of the loop. Body of the loop. The condition on which the execution or exit from the loop is called exit condition or test conditions. Generally, all programming languages suppose this type of statement to write programs depending upon the problem. C++ also supports this type of statements. Programming language, different kinds of programming language like C, C++, Java, Python. Also, C++ supports this type of statement to write programs depending upon the problems. C++ also supports this type of statement. These statements will be discussed in coming section. What? Selection statement and iteration statements are executed depending upon the conditional expression. The conditional expression evaluate either true or false. Either ட்ரூவாக இருக்கலாம் அப்படின்னா ஃபால்ஸாக இருக்கலாம். ஓகே. The next one, selection statement. Selection statement. In a program, a decision causes a one-time jump to different part of a program. Decisions in C++ are made in several ways, most importantly with if-else statement, which chooses between two alternatives. Another decision statement which creates branches for multiple alternative sections of code, depending on the value of a single variable. Okay, இதை பற்றி நம்ம இந்த சாப்டர் ஃபுல்லாக படிக்க போகிறோம். If else and switch statements, branching statements. The first one, if statement. The if statement evaluates a condition. If the condition is true, then a true block as a statement or set of statement is executed. Like நம்ம example program வந்து எடுத்துக்கிட்டோம். C++ program to check whether a person is eligible to vote using if statement. The variables looking like that. Int age, enter your age. Age became 18 or equal. 18 மேலே இருக்கலாம், அப்படின்னா அதுக்கு ஈக்குவலாக இருக்கலாம். அப்படி இருந்தால் மட்டும்தான் என்ன பண்ணோம், யூ ஆர் எலிஜிபிள் ஃபார் voting. Otherwise the statement is also executed. Looking like that. இப்போ enter your age output பாருங்கள், 23 டைப் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ யூ ஆர் எலிஜிபிள் ஃபார் voting. This statement is also always executed. The statement also write in a program section. Okay. The pair of braces is not required because if condition followed by only one statement. If statement ஜென்ரலாக டிக்ளரேஷன் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா ஓப்பனிங் அண்ட் க்ளோசிங் பிரேசஸ் வந்து இருக்கணும். இங்கே வந்து ஒன்றே மட்டும் இருக்கிறதுனால என்ன தேவையில்லை, brace is not required. Brace is not required. If statement. If statement looking like that இப்படி தான் இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? If statement evaluates a condition. If the condition is true, then a true block is executed. அதனோட ஜென்ரல் ஃபார்மேட் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இப்படி தான் இருக்கும். If expression, true blocks and statement X. Okay. Otherwise the true block is skipped. The general syntax of the if statements looking like that இப்படி தான் இருக்கும். In the above syntax, if is a keyword that should contain expression or condition which is enclosed within parentheses. If the expression is true, non-zero, then the true block is executed and followed by a statement X are also executed. Otherwise the control passes to the statement X. The true block may consist of a single statement, a compound statement or empty statement. The control flow of if statement and corresponding flow chart is shown below. Like the condition true, the true block statement will be executed. Condition became true, true block statement will be executed. Otherwise the statement X will be executed. So it says example நம்ம ப்ரோக்ராம் பார்த்தது தான். Every C++ program start with the #include iostream dot iostream using namespace standard into main. The variable declaration like int age, enter your age. Age became equal or அதிகமாக இருக்கலாம். ஓகேங்களா? 18 இருக்கலாம், இல்லை 18 மேலே இருக்கலாம். You are eligible for voting. Return 0. In cout, this statement is also always executed. The output looking like that. Enter your age பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 23. You are eligible for voting. This statement is always executed. Okay. The next one. If else statement. In the above example of if, you are saying that a block of statement are executed only if the condition evaluates true. What if there is another course of action to be followed if the condition evaluates to false? There is another form of if that allows for this kind of either or condition by providing an else case or else class. The syntax of if else statement is given below, looking like that. Condition will be executed if the true means true block statement will be executed. Otherwise condition became false, false block statement will be executed. Okay. In if else statement, First, the expression or condition is evaluated to either true or false. If the result is true, then the statement inside true block statement will be executed and false block is skipped. If the result is false, then the statement inside the false block is executed. Here, the true block is skipped. Like, if the text expression or condition is true, true block statement will be executed. Otherwise, the condition became false, false block will be executed. Okay. The example program. C++ program to find whether the given number is even numbers or odd numbers using if-else statement. The first one. Every program to start with the hash include IOString using namespace standard int main. The two variables are declared int number and rem. The first one, cn number. The given number divided by 2, the result will be 0. The given number is even. Otherwise, like enter number 10, the given number 10 is even. Another example, the number is 11. The condition became false. The given number is odd. Okay. Whether the condition is true, true block statement will be executed. Otherwise, condition became false. False block will be executed. Okay. In the above program, the remainder of given number is stored in rem. If the value of rem is 0, the given number is inferred as an even number. Otherwise, it is inferred as an odd number.